You can never, ever know too much. You cannot know too much. Like, it's always room for growth. Do you want to be a six-figure hairstylist? Hey, my name is Maya. Welcome back to my channel. This channel is about hair tutorials, lifestyle videos, hairstylist coaching, hair revamping, basically all things hair. In this video, I'm going to give you the 7 steps that I took to be a six-figure hairstylist. Step 1, master your craft. So, mastering your craft, no matter if it's hair cutting, weaving, if it's natural hair, if it's braids. I started off as a braider, but I ended up switching to just strictly like weaving. I braid from here and there, but I feel like I master both my hair braiding and weaving, like installs, lace installs, closure installs. But being able to master your craft, whatever it is, whatever service that you enjoy the most, that's the one that you want to like double down on. Like if you enjoy doing frontals, or if you enjoy doing braids, or if you enjoy doing natural hair, or just haircuts and colors, focus on that service. Like master your craft and that, get so good that you are to go to in your city, or whenever you're traveling, or whenever you decide that you're doing hair, master it to the point where you're so good that everybody know you for that one thing. Being skilled in the area, whichever service that you pick, being skilled in that will boost your confidence. It'll boost your clientele. It'll boost like your attraction to grabbing the right clients to you. Just being skilled in that particular service. After you figure out the one service that you enjoy doing the most, you want to master your craft on it, whether it's hairstyling, haircutting, weaving, braiding, whatever you decide that you want that service to be. You want to make sure that you are highly skilled in it so that you can boost your confidence in it. You can grow your clientele around it. You can be more creative. You want to keep up with industry trends. You want to keep up with like the most common techniques that's going on around that particular services, so when clients come to you and ask you about this technique, you are knowledgeable in it so that you are able to help them. Because you know, some clients don't want you to do the same foundation, same technique as you do. They may want a particular technique but want the same outcome. So you want to make sure that you're highly skilled in that service that you pick to double down on. So step 2, I'm looking down at my laptop because I got all my notes down there. So if y'all see me looking down, that's why. Step 2, you want to build a loyal clientele. Building strong relationships with your clients through trust and loyalty leads to repeat services, word of mouth, referrals. It helps you grow a sustainable business. It helps you through challenging times because you know that you have clients that's gonna come to you no matter what. Because even when times get hard, they depend on you to service them. You're kind of like their therapy in some way. So making sure that you have strong connections with your clients, and doing that will lead to repeat clients, word of mouth, which is very valuable because people refer to hear the experience from somebody else versus like just finding you on Instagram and not knowing you. They'd rather get it from a family member, from a friend, somebody that actually done went to you and had a good experience. So word of mouth is really big. You want to make sure that you know who your clients are so that you know who do you want to attract, and then you're able to show up where they are and solve a problem for them. But you do want to know who you are trying to attract, because you don't want to just like, when you promoting, you don't want to attract any and everybody, because you want to build a repeat business. Ways to like promote yourself and attract clients is business cards, a personal website, social media, of course word of mouth, which is always going to be number 1. Email marketing. When you meeting people, whenever you're booking appointments, you want to make sure that you get people emails so that you can put them on your subscribers list, so that you can always go and reach out to them and email market them. People lose business cards, people forget websites, but when you have their email, you can show up any time of the day and pop up in front of them. It's been a lot of times where like my email marketing and social media, especially Instagram, they are like my 2 biggest traffic drivers to my website. So with my email marketing, it be a lot of times when I send out emails, I have clients reach out to me like, oh, I'm glad you sent me this email, I really need to come in for this service, or oh, I forgot you offer this, or oh, I'm glad that you got this back on your books. And I wouldn't be thinking like someone is missing this service or think I don't have this service because I don't advertise it daily. I advertise, like I said, I advertise weaving, but I might have a client that want to just come in and get a healthy hair treatment. So with me sending out a booking email link, that allows clients to be reminded of all the services that I do offer, and it attracts back different clients that come to me for particular things. So email marketing is very strong. Like I said, make sure that you get your clients get your clients email and put them on your subscriber list, or also having like a lead magnet. If you sell something, give them like a discount, or like help them, give them some tips or something to get that email so that you can put them on there. Because a lot of times when you meet clients at first, they may not be ready to book an appointment, but in a couple weeks or the next month, they might want to book an appointment. They might have a special occasion coming up, but if you don't have access to them, you're not able to stay in front of them. So email marketing is very important. Those are some tips out of my clientele creation ebook. Go ahead and grab that. If you don't have it, grab that on my website. That's going to give you the tips and everything that I took to build all 4 of my clienteles from 3 different areas. I worked in Charlotte, I worked in Myrtle Beach, I worked in Greensboro, I worked in High Point, I worked as a traveling stylist. In all of those areas, I had to attract different clienteles because each time that I worked somewhere, I learned something new. So I was able to, like, you know, build a different experience for my clients, which also means that I had to attract different clients for those experiences. But don't be afraid to promote yourself no matter where you go. Again, you want to know your target audience, your clientele, so you can show up where they are and you can promote yourself. Like, I always keep business cards on hand. I'm very good at remembering who I give business cards to. So like, if I give someone a business card one day and they call me 3 days later, I might remember their voice and I might can pinpoint how I gave them the business card. And they already, you know, they like that because now it's very personal. I remember who you are because I had intentions on why I gave you a business card. So, you know, it only makes sense for me to be a solution to your problem. Step 3, this is 3. That's market yourself daily. Social media is one of the biggest ways to market yourself daily. I don't know if I'm looking in this camera lens or if I'm looking at myself, so if my eyes look kind of funny, it's because I'm floating between the two. But market yourself daily. Social media, again, a personal website, business card, never go out of style, they never get old. Yes, of course, social media pages where you can just kind of send your client or customer, future customer to that page. Whenever you run into them, you know, most people might be like, do you have an Instagram? They want to instantly pull up yourself. And also being a model, being a product of your environment, like you be the model, you being the example, also helps a lot too. Because when they can look at you and say, oh, I like that, or oh, you did that, I want that. That helps a lot. Like when you ready, no matter what, because like I said, when you know where to show up with your clients, then you know what to expect. On social media, posting a lot of before and after pictures, like posting other services that you have so that you can kind of stay in front of people that you have serviced before, but they want to continue to come to you because you are well-around stylist. You can do multiple things. You want to make sure that your social media kind of shows all that, but it's not like everywhere a lot going on. Like, it's very consistent, if that makes sense. Like, when you show different services, like, it actually goes with your main service. So they can look at it as on like, oh, you do this and this. Okay, so I can take this out and come back and get this. Like, you know, make it make sense for your clients and customers. Your pictures, your after pictures, your videos, all of that's going to show your expertise. All of that's going to inspire your clients, you know, give them ideas of different things that you can offer. You know, some people are like very simple to where they just like middle parts, but if you happen to do like a middle part and you able to spice it up with like middle part with bombshell curls and layers, post that because that's inspiration. You know, your client might want something a little spicy that day, but all they see is you do straight middle parts. So if you post that one thing that's inspirational, you can attract a different type of client. So you want to make sure you take a lot of pictures and post a lot of stuff. You want to use hashtags, mainly hashtags generated and dominant in your area where you're at, your outside area too, like areas that's nearby you, that's like 10, 15, 20 minutes outside of where you are. You want to make sure you use hashtags with those areas, because sometimes it be clients in other areas that want to come to another area just to be serviced. Like, okay, I'm in Greensboro, but I have a lot of clients that come from Virginia. I'll be like, so there's no stylist in Virginia, but that's not my business. I'm just blessed that you came to me for whatever reason you came to me. So use hashtags with the nearest cities near you, like, but be specific with the hashtags you use. Make sure they're not overly saturated. Make sure that they go with your page, your profile. Make sure they go with your services. Make sure that they're gonna attract your ideal client. And you wanna stay visible, of course, like posting daily, consistent, showing up regular in the social media world. You want to make sure that you are participating in trends that relate to your services, to your business, anything that's going to keep you in front of the clients that's going on, that's real hot on social media that week. Make sure that you can kind of hop on that if it makes sense for you. Like down to music, down to like, I don't do that dancing stuff, but down to music and all of that. Make sure the music is on tone with the vibe that you're trying to give your client. Make sure that it's like, if they're in the salon, would you play that? Like, again, know your ideal client, and that clientele creation book will break down like target audience and help you know your ideal client and help you find which clients are suitable for which services. So it's a really good investment. If I was you, I would grab it. If you want to build a loyal clientele, it's up to you. Or you can keep trying to do it on your own, or if that's working, toodles, do what you gotta do, you know? And so this is number 4. Yep, this is number 4. Oh, back to social media. Some of the social media platforms to market on that I really like, that helps me. Again, you want to do your own research, and you want to make sure that you are paying attention to your insights, analytics, and everything that you post, so you can see what works for you. But for me, I like Instagram, Google, Facebook. I like I haven't really got into TikTok yet really good. I'm still working on that, playing with that. But Instagram, Google, and Facebook have been like my 3 main social media platforms. Especially with me relocating, Instagram is my #1 favorite. Like, I built so much clientele from Instagram, and I know this because I pay attention to my insights, my analytics, and I also build relationships with my clients and understand where they find me from. I ask them how they find me. You know, I understand that. So like I said, Instagram is one of my all-time favorites. Chef kiss. Like, no other way to put it. Instagram, yeah, I hope they never get rid of it, because whoo. But then again, like I said, I have my email list, so that also helped me. Let's get to number 4. Invest in continuing education. You can never, ever know too much. You cannot know too much. Like, it's always room for growth. It's always something that you can learn to work smarter, not harder. You can never know too much. You just can't. So again, on that skill, on that service that you double down on, continue education in that, so you can grow your skills. You can become highly skilled. Take as many classes, courses, seminars, ebooks, webinars, whatever that you can, even on business standpoint. Like, continue like learning about the back end of business structure, financial literacy, management, business management. Like, you want to make sure that you learn all of that stuff. Like, remember, like, you are the business. What you don't know, and in cosmetology school, they don't really teach us finances. They don't teach us business structure. They teach us how to do hair. They teach us how to hands-on stuff. Like, so much of what I've learned that helped me make 6 figures was from me doing my own research, me hiring coaches, me doing ebooks, webinars, nonstop. The only thing, like, I really would say about a bunch of the ebooks that I took, and which is why I like my ebooks, is because I actually go through and have videos that are detailed and step-by-step that's teaching you along through the ebook. A lot of ebooks I purchased, I still felt like I was learning on my own, because it was like, it was just a book. I was reading everything and still trying to understand it. Like, I'm a very like visual and verbal person. Like, I want somebody to like really explain something to me. So it was like, but they helped. They were very helpful, because each one I learned something new to add to my business to help me get to the next level, help me make 6 figures. Like, so it was helpful. It's just, like I said, it taught me while I'm coaching or my mentees, like, I wanted to do like a deep, thoroughly video to help them understand like what I'm telling them, give them ways to contact me. Like, I include a 1-hour consultation, so if you have any questions about anything that's in the ebook that you don't understand, or any type of purchase that you get, I'm able to help you with it. So networking with other professionals, collaborating, is a hit and miss, but it's a way to, it's a learning opportunity to exchange knowledge, to discover new perspectives, to stay connected in the industry. So it's definitely worth it. It's just, be careful who you choose to collab with. Continuing education also helps with personal development. Like, in this industry, or whatever, probably majority of any industry, your personal development, like, it need to be strong. This is not for the weak. Like, you got to be able to tolerate clients. You got to be able to tolerate a lot a lot, like the no's, the unhappy clients. Like, every day is not gonna be a good day. You're not gonna be able to fulfill everybody's need. You're not gonna be able to give everybody the outcome that they expect. And sometimes people can't even get what they expect, but you got to be the one to break it to them. They might look at you like, oh, you the professional, why you can't? So building your personal development skills, your personal growth, all that is going to help with client satisfaction, business success, and it's going to allow you to remain in front of your industry. Number 5, set financial clear goals. So setting realistic financial goals. Setting realistic financial goals should be based on your previous month income, and also your monthly expenses. You're tracking your income that you, like I said previously, that you got, and what you put out, like how much your overhead is overall, like with your space, your home, your rent, your car, any expense that you, any bill that you have. Like, your financial goals should be set all the way around that. And you need to make it realistic, meaning that you really need to sit down and track your expenses and track where your money is going at, and see what you really need to come in, because you're in control of your finances. So this is like the biggest part that you need personal development and growth in. Like, because once you understand this, and once you start seeing numbers, and then once you see where you're coming from or how far you have to jump, it can kind of get discouraging, because it's like, how am I going to do that? Or who's going to pay me this? Or, you know, you might have thoughts like that. And if you work on your personal development and in that area, you'll be able to overcome that, and you'll be able to set realistic goals that's going to work for you. Like I said, you want to make sure that you track all your income, your expenses, allowing you to see where your money goes, see what you need to bring in. You want to set up a budgeting plan, a saving plan around your income. You want to follow a strategic pricing formula that includes your salon, your services, your products, your hours you work. Like, those are the 4 main things that your one price should cover. Before I knew that, I only had a price for a service. And then once I started really like having an overhead, my prices didn't fulfill my overhead. Like, I knew something wasn't right. So I felt like I was kind of working for nothing. Like, I was getting burnt out. I still wasn't making ends meet. So like, I really had to sit down and hire help, and like I said, really invest in myself to understand a pricing formula. Like, and this pricing formula that I follow after I put everything in place, it allows you to get rid of services and prices that doesn't align with your financial goals. This pricing formula, I'm gonna actually create an ebook. It's gonna be up by the time this video drops, so where you can go purchase just the pricing formula, and you can really go over your prices and see if you're pricing your services, products, or whatever the right way. Because like I said, that is really important. You don't wanna outwork yourself, overwork yourself to the point where it's like you're not even taking care of your own business. You want to regularly revisit and adjust any pricing, any goals based off of your income that you make after you set them. Like if you set goals for January, you want to regularly go back and revisit it weekly. I do this weekly, really daily, honestly, because the salon life days switch and go up and down so quick. To like one day you might have a full day, but then when that day comes, you might not service 2 of those clients. So now you got to figure out where you can make up for those 2 clients in the rest of the week. So I do mine daily and weekly, like my readjusting and my revisiting my goals and seeing where my income tracking and everything is at. Because like I said, you never know whenever you have to go in and double down on another day because of what happened the previous day. So you want to kind of make it a habit of checking that. And you want to make sure that you are pricing and setting goals based off of the market, based off of your normal income, based off your experience, based off your expertise. Doing this will make you disciplined in your finances for long terms, and it'll set you up with like saving and budgeting. So just make it a habit to like check your finances, to set goals, daily goals, to really follow a proven pricing formula. Like once you get that, everything will start making sense. It'll be like, oh, I have to have this amount coming in, because if I don't, I'm not gonna be able to cover this. So just make it a habit. Number 6, you want to be consistent and persistent. Consistency is both the quality of service and marketing. Like I said, how you show up whenever you're marketing to someone is your first appearance. That's your first everything. Like you want to make sure that you're consistent and persistent with it. So even whenever they come in, you got the same energy, you got the same, the same setup that you had whenever you met them at the store or whatever. That's really like the key to building a strong and reliable business, clientele, relationships, loyalty, being consistent and persistent. Like making sure that you can show up as you, handle what need to be handled, take care of your clients. If not, refer them to someone who can help them. But like I said, working on your personal development skills, that's whenever you have to be equipped to be able to take a no, or be able to pass someone over to someone else for whatever reason. So you want to maintain high standards in your offering, so when you present it to the world, that it won't be like a shocker. It'll be well known that it's worth it, that everything aligns with it. Like, okay, yes, this is the price, but it comes with XYZ. Versus, oh, this is the price and it's only this. So like making sure that you have high standards around your offers, so that you don't feel guilty about offering what you're offering or solving the problem that you're solving for whoever. With challenges, always remember that patience is key. Overcoming obstacles is a part of the journey. It won't be easy. It might. I ain't gonna say it won't, because I can't speak for everybody, but 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be some obstacles in the road. It's gonna be some hiccups. That's all a part of the journey towards success, which requires time, dedication, and resilience. Like, you gotta have it. You gotta have it. Like, you can't just expect it to happen overnight. You can't expect to grow like a loyal clientele in a week. It grows continuously. Like, you have to be very patient and you have to stay motivated. It's gonna be hard, especially like I said, whenever you start looking at numbers, and then when you look at your previous month and see that you may have to jump from here to here, like it's gonna get hard, discouraging, but you gotta stay consistent. Because if you stay consistent, it's gonna work for you. It gotta work for you. Where energy flows is where energy goes. You want to make sure that you're staying motivated by setting achievable goals, celebrating your process. You want to make sure that you're letting go of any setbacks. You are using them as a pusher. You know that anything that's setting you back is getting out of the way for you. It's really like a lesson. It's an eye-opener for you. Like, okay, it's like, okay, I tried this strategy, it didn't work. I feel like I got stopped back because I could have been doing what I used to do and that was working. Yes, but it's not getting you where you need to go. So basically, because that strategy didn't work, that's not really a setback. That's really a progress, because it's like, you know, it don't work. So you know what you need to do to make ends meet. So it's not all bad, it's just how you look at it. So no matter how many setbacks you have, take it as a learning process. You want to keep moving forward. You don't want to stop pushing, because at the end of the day, understand that every effort forward contributes to the ultimate goal. Like, anything you do pertaining to the goal is good. Like, no matter if it worked or not, that means you're trying. That means you're gonna figure it out. Success is a marathon, not a sprint. Your persistent, consistent, and commitment to greatness will pave your way to achieve your dreams. Like, I'm telling you from experience, like, you gotta be consistent, persistent, and committed to it. If not, it's gonna be easy to just look over and throw it out the window, like, okay, I'm never gonna achieve this. But if you're consistent with it, you're gonna figure out different ways, different strategies. You're gonna hire the help you need. You're gonna get all help you need to get where you need to go at. So be very persistent and consistent about it. Number 7, you want to make sure that you elevate your client experiences. You want to create a comfortable, welcoming atmosphere that starts with exceptional customer service that goes beyond expectations. Like, when your clients come in, you want to wow them. Like, wow, me? You talking to me? Like, you gonna do that for me? You can do this? Okay, yeah. You want to consider offering snacks, drinks, complimentary services like shampoos, scalp massages. I have a lot of clients coming to me because they love my scalp massages. Yes, I offer shampoos with all services, but the actual scalp massage, like, they be in the chair and all, like, oh, this feels so good. Like, but a scalp massage is very therapeutic and it's very needed, and a lot of people don't know that or do that. So being able to offer your clients little special things like that, personalizing consultations that's tailored to their services, tailored to them, like, just getting real personal, and like I said, building that strong relationship with your client to be able to solve any problems. So my camera went dead and I had to move to my phone. I'm determined to finish this video tonight, so yeah, if it look different, that's why. But yes, so you want to make sure that you can help your clients the best way that you can, get as personal as you need to, that's relating to solving their problem, being the solutionist. Make sure that you get details, so whenever you're doing consultations or anything like that, that you have written notes, that you have their name on it, the dates they come in, keep up with how often you speak with them, but y'all last talked about what are your ideas or that y'all looking to do. So whenever they come back in, clients don't always remember what the last convo was about. But if you actually do a full consultation with a sheet that go over everything that y'all talk about, you will have that information. So when they come in, just like with you do color services, if you keep up with the actual color that you put on this client's head every time, they will thank you for that. They will really appreciate you for that. Like, all of that is a part of elevating the client experiences. It's clients that don't get that everywhere. It's clients that have to guess and check their own color, or guess and check what they need for their hair. Like, you know, you just want to be the stylist that create the experience that's memorable for your clients. The mood of your suite, your salon, all of that play a crucial role. You want to make sure that it's clean. You want to make sure that the environment is appealing. You want to make sure that it's relaxing. You want to make sure that your clients can come in and like fully trust you and relax. A lot of times, those are clients' times they're therapeutic to clients. Those are the times where they get their most quiet time. Sometimes clients don't always want to talk. Sometimes clients just want to be pampered. Sometimes clients want to talk. They want to come in and vent. Sometimes you are their only girlfriend or boyfriend that they can actually vent to, whether you're a boy stylist or a girl stylist. So just having the environment the mood of the salon set for that type of client. All clients don't, you know, they don't vibe the same. Like I had I had this client, like certain music that would play, she loved the station, but you know when certain songs come on, I would turn it, and she looked like she turned around in the chair and looked at me like, do you think I'm 5? No, I don't think you're 5. I'm just trying to be respectful. She really was feeling the vibe of the music, and it was like I was messing up her vibe by turning different stuff because she was feeling it. Like she understood that, okay, this come on this station. What is this station? I want to play this station in my car. Like that's the type of energy she was giving. But me thinking that I'm being disrespectful by certain songs, she really was like, I'm not 5, you know. Oh, okay. So like you really gotta build strong relationships with your clients and get to know your clients for who they are, what they like, so that you can set the tone for when they come in. Especially if you in like a private location, like where it's just you and the client. Yeah, you want to know what tone to set for that client when they come in, so they can feel like, you know, they at the right place, you know. Wherever you're working at, whether you're working in your own suite, whether you're working in a salon, whether you're working out of the house, you want to make sure you're comfortable, because if you're comfortable, then you can have an inviting space for your client to make them comfortable. But if you're uncomfortable, if you're not feeling the vibe, if the atmosphere not right for you, that's not going to work, because the whole time you're going to be anxious doing someone's hair. You're not going to be able to really like be yourself and cater to your client like you need to. So you want to make sure that you have a welcoming environment, like so clients can come in with ease and feel like, you know, I've been waiting on this appointment all week. Like, I'm glad to be here. Like, this is so relaxing to me. I love coming to see you. You want clients to love to be with you, be around you, love to be pampered by you. So making sure that your environment is intact with that. Depending on your service, you might want to provide privacy. You might want to be in an open space. So just depending on the services you offer, depending on the environment of your work environment that work best for you. I always get asked, like, what do I prefer? Do I prefer working in a suite, or do I prefer working in a salon? I like both. Like, I really do. It just varies on, you know, it varies on the salon that you work in. It varies on what's going on in that salon that you get in. But me personally, with my services that I offer, my clients recommend a lot of privacies. Like, I've been turned down, like clients has turned me down as a stylist because I couldn't offer them privacy. You know, I deal with hair loss. So it's important to be able to give my clients privacy, you know, because that's a part of their confidence. I'm helping them reboost their confidence, but while I'm servicing them, they don't always want to be seen. So the salon suite worked best for me. Again, I think that you should experience both of them, working in a salon and working in a suite, to see what works best for you. And like I said, once you get very, very clear on the services that you like to offer, you might not have to experience both. You would know which direction you want to take your clientele to build the experiences that you need. You want to listen to clients' feedback about the environment, about improving their experience, about what they say you should get. Like if your client like, oh, you should get this. Oh, you should offer this. Oh, you want to take all that feedback in and you want to slowly add it in. Clients pay attention to that. They understand that you value their opinion. They understand that that's going to up the atmosphere or up the mood. Like when they come back in and you actually get what they asked you for, and they unexpecting it, they're going to love that. Like they're going to love you for that. Like if a client asks for a specific thing and when she come back, you got it, she's going to be like, oh, I see, I'm not the only one that asked for that. Whether you say yes or no, it doesn't matter. You're catering to her at that time. So keep it at just her. Yes, I know you asked for this, so I got it for you. I'm so glad you came in. Let's see how this gonna go. Boom. She gonna remember that. She's gonna remember from last time, from this time, that you know that you actually paid attention to her opinion. You actually took the necessary steps to get what she suggested for you to make your environment experience overall everything good. So you want to make sure that you have a warming environment. Like you want to make sure that it's not a hassle to get to you, not like a hassle or like a headache or like frustrating being there with you. Like you want to eliminate all frustrations. You want to make it as relaxing and as peaceful as possible. This will bring you This will bring your business positive feedback. This will bring your business positive feedback. It'll bring you word of mouth. Like I said, customers and clients prefer to hear from someone that's really like physically been to you and dealt with you versus like getting a business card versus finding you online. Clients prefer to hear word of mouth experiences from other clients. Okay, so last but not least, actually this is actually a add-on tip. This is a nugget, a gem. We're gonna call it gem. This is a gem. Passion and profit can coexist. Like, don't forget it. No matter what they tell you, they say hairstyling ain't a real job. It is. It really is. It's so real that I couldn't even leave it. I thought I was done doing hair because, you know, like I said, it get complicated, get frustrating. Sometimes you don't understand what you're supposed to be doing. Like, the structures ain't always structuring when you first start out, and it does get discouraging. Like, I would be the first to tell you, but I promise you I won't be the last to tell you. Like, it will get discouraging. It's not gonna be easy. Remember, patience is key. So hairstyling is a real job. You can turn your passion for hairstyling into a profitable career. I'm gonna say that again. You can turn your passion for hairstyling into a profitable career. It is very doable with hard work, dedication, the right business structure, the right pricing formula, strategic planning. It's very doable. So don't let nobody talk you out of your plans for like styling, doing hair, being a hairstylist. Don't let nobody talk you out of that. Do your thing. Figure out what works for you. Figure out what services you like to do, what services you prefer to do, who you prefer to work with, and do your thing. Focus on understanding the market, creating a welcoming atmosphere, understanding business, understanding the business structure, understanding business needs, understanding business formulas, systems, all of that. The back end, like I said, your insights, your analytics, your website, understanding all of that is going to pave you to success. Like, once you can put all of that together and add it to your business, in whatever ways that you need, like, you know, you might have business structure down to the T. You might need to work on your customer service. You might need to work on your atmosphere. Whatever it is that you need to work on, do that. Do that. Because that's going to be very, very important on your journey, like, to success. Like, being able to tweak things as you go. Once you have the right structure, you're able to just tweak as you go. You won't need to like feel like you're starting over from the beginning with everything all over again. You want to stay passionate about your craft. You want to be able to like I said, continuously improve. Remember that the journey to success is mixed with creativity, consistency, and passion. Like, the journey to success is not easy. It's a journey. And I do believe when they say, like, it's all in the journey, because once you get what you really wanted, it's like now you're focusing on keeping it. But the journey is so much more interesting because every day you're kind of like puzzled on, am I going to get there? How am I going to make it? Did I reach this goal? Yeah, I made this goal. Yes, I made a small achievement. Yes, it's worth a celebration. But am I going to really get to the big goal? So the journey is more interesting and more fun. Because once you actually get to the big goal, it's like, dang, I did it. I got here. What's next? What's next? Whole time, like, there's no other goal. So it's like, this is it. Now we're planning on just maintaining this goal. So once we maintaining this goal, we're consistently doing the same thing every day. It's not really a challenge no more. That's why the journey is like real fun and more interesting. Like, it's a headache. It's not easy. It's a headache, but it's worth it. It's challenging. It's worth it. Anything that's challenging is worth it because once you get it, you got it. Get it, got it, good. Okay, so if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe and share this video to anyone else that you feel like it can help. Let's start this journey and make your dreams a reality. Thanks for watching. Use these tips to become a six-figure stylist and follow me on Instagram at Kamaya Daniels for more tips. I will leave that all below. Peace.